Hi, this is JP Newman on Investing on Purpose, and today I'm bringing Adrian Lufschanowski, my partner, back on. With so many changes right now in the economy and the real estate market, we thought this would be a great time to give you guys an update of what we're seeing in the market right now. What are the market conditions? Are there holes? Are there investment opportunities? And we're going to share with you where we think there's opportunities now and where the opportunities are coming. Bottom line is strategy, thoughtfulness, education, and patience will get you very far, and we're at a very exciting moment in the marketplace. Hope you enjoyed the show.
You know, JP, we're getting a lot of questions right now because are we at the start, middle, end of a downturn? Who knows?
Yeah.
But everyone keeps asking, why multifamily?
Yeah.
What is it about multifamily? Why does it make sense? Aren't you worried about it? It's not performing particularly well right now. And, it'd be a good topic to talk a little bit about.
Definitely.
To weed out some of the concerns, some of the positives, and maybe give people a different perspective.
Well, one other thing too, Adrian, I love it. Like with real estate, when people go abroad, they're like, well, isn't real estate doing really poorly? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And I'm like, well, what asset class are we talking about? What city are you talking about? Like, or they say, I want to make an investment. They'll say, JP, I want to make an investment in real estate. I'm like, that's like saying I want to see a movie. Tell me more. Is it a comedy? So I think when you talk about multifamily, you're really talking about an asset class that actually has a lot of legs to go. But it's really important, I think, to get out of the general of real estate and start like when we talk about multifamily, imagine you're going to go down the rabbit hole of geography, size, rents, the whole thing, and then why it is compelling.
Well, it's something really simple. I think most people would understand. If you say retail is actually doing well right now. And you're scratching your head going, well, what about all the malls? They're going bankrupt. Well, that's different, right? If you go to small retail strip centers,
service oriented,
and you have Starbucks, Verizon, and maybe the UPS store, there are people pulling in and out. They're doing great. Is Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, are they? Maybe not, right? So to your point, multifamily is a very broad subject. Retail is a broad subject. Let's narrow it down a little, and let's preface with most real estate right now is hard.
It is.
Most financial investments or deals that have a lot to do with the economy or interest rates are just hard, right? Because rates have gone up so much.
Just revenue minus expense, and that's your business. And your business is real estate. If your expenses are way up because your interest rates went up, then it's hard.
And it's also your time frame.
Yeah.
Are we looking at the last 12 or 24 months? Are we looking at 10 years? Because 08, 09 was far worse than what we're experiencing right now.
It was.
And you and I had the real pleasure of enjoying probably one of the best 8 to 10 year expansion runs that we'll probably see in our lifetime.
I think it was like 10 or 12 years. We did good.
It was great. Pretty special.
Yeah.
So what is it about multifamily? Submarket. You mentioned geography. Locations are important. Class of apartment is very important.
Maybe describe A, B, and C, what that even means.
A is a great one in Austin.
Downtown.
Downtown
shiny,
Austin.
5 years old.
It's going to be overwhelmed with a lot of new product. And it's really economics 101. When you have too much supply, things get soft. When you have too much demand, we saw it in what the Fed was trying to do. Interest rates go up because you're trying to slow things down.
Right.
Well, it's the same with what we see in multifamily, and that you and I have since 2009-10, we've always believed in the affordable rents. For really, it was out of fear. It was because we were scared. Do we go back into a recession? But if we buy a place where people have to live, they're not going to pick up and move. The rents at the A class are well, $600 to $800 more than the properties that we focus on.
Which would be B and some C. B is like a 20-year-old property. C is like a 30 or 40-year-old property.
Right.
Yeah.
When we started buying B and C, the delta between what we would look at and the A class was about $250 to $300.
Right.
Today, it's about $800.
Big difference in rents between those. It's
A
a lot
month.
more money. Yeah.
A month. So when we talk about the lack of supply for affordable housing, you always refer to somewhere between 5.5 million units deficit.
Over the next 10 years. Yeah.
Right. And so it doesn't mean today, this month, but over time, through the bumpiness and the downturns and the upturns, there's still not enough affordable units for the amount of people that are going to need it.
Right. And also, I think affordable, I think it's important that we define it. We're not talking about there's
subsidy.
Government units, there's all kinds of units. Affordable just simply means, workforce housing, which is kind of defined as rents between, call it 900 and maybe even 2,000 now. I mean,
yeah,
maybe
1,400,
1,500.
1,500.
I don't know, rents are going up, Adrian. It might be a little more than that now. But the point is, it's kind of America's workforce. You're talking about people making $25,000 to maybe $85,000 a year. And that's really the critical supply of housing.
And it's that consistency, right? A lot of those people, first of all, they might not want to own a home.
Yeah.
Right? Second of all, especially in today's environment, they can't afford it.
Yeah.
Right? It's actually more expensive to buy a home and pay the down payment and interest payments than it is for them to rent.
Yeah.
That is a big piece of why we do like affordable housing, because a lot of the properties that we focus on are in really good locations.
Yeah.
And the homes around there are 800,000 and up.
Right. That makes sense. So one of the questions I know we get a lot is, okay, so multifamily was great is it still good? It was good for 10 years. What's changing now? There's been a downturn. What are you thinking about 2024? And then if you were to say, here's what's for the next year, and here's why I really believe for the next 5 years, beyond just the supply and demand, how would you answer that question?
I do think prices got ahead of themselves. They got too expensive. People just imagine buy at any cost,
right?
Because next year it's going to be worth more.
It was like crypto.
Yeah, right.
And a lot of other equities. Yeah.
And nothing ever moves straight up or straight down. It's the choppiness of it. We've always said, and I've invested in a lot of things outside of real estate, your basis is what makes you money, where you buy. And that was almost laughable right out of COVID, because it didn't matter what you paid. Because if you just made it look a little better,
it was 30% more.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like you could throw a dart at it and you make money.
And so that has changed, and it will change. The price points are going to be reset. Rents are going to be reset a little bit.
What does that mean to you? More up or down?
Down. And you and I have done this over 16 years. If we underwrote a deal with 5% rent growth, we'd be like, whoa, why are you being so aggressive? Right. Well, in 2 years in a row, we saw double-digit rent growth. Yeah. I don't think we're going to see that for a while. Yeah. Do I think it goes back to historical levels?
It's like 3%. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's manageable. It's just if you paid too much and you need double-digit rent growth, well, there's your answer. That's too expensive.
Yeah. Hey, Adrian, if I was a prospective investor who had never invested before in multifamily real estate, I was coming to you and say, Adrian, I don't want to get hosed. There's so many people out there. What advice would you give me as a new investor?
Close your eyes and hold on tight. No, I think, one thing you and I both, we've been very fortunate that we were able to buy very early. We still have a lot of investors when I'm talking to, they'll ask two things. Are you guys writing a personal check?
Yeah.
And are your parents in this deal? And I did not know there were a lot of groups out there where they will put in the bare minimum of their fees. You and I put 100% of our fees
Right.
in
And
the
that's
deals.
important because you're showing skin. You're showing that
Well,
you believe in the deal.
Not only that, we're writing a personal check.
Right.
So,
Which means we're aligned with the investor. So you're saying that if I'm a new investor, the two things that you'd say is how much money are you putting
Are the
in the deal?
principals
You'd ask the
putting
principal
in?
putting in the deal would be a super big thing you would
I think
ask.
it's really important. The other thing is,
And then is your mom in the deal?
yeah, because we know your mom and my
My
mom
mom
are
is
probably
tough.
two of the toughest investors.
By the way, over the years, I've looked at my mom's portfolio recently. She can pick them.
Yeah.
She picks some of our highest yielding deals. My dad's like, I don't get the yield that your mother gets. I'm like, oh, she picks them.
So I think the other thing is, we used to say when I was a trader, don't mistake brains for a bull market. When everything is going up, it's so easy to show a track record that is stellar. I would ask, how many deals have not worked? What were some of the scenarios? Why?
Yeah.
How many downturns have you guys participated in investments in? Because it's very easy to sail when the wind is blowing perfectly behind you.
We've seen it.
And
you and I have seen people come and go for sure.
That's right.
Yeah.
So I think those are some of the things because, I would say a third thing is go to look at some of the properties that you're looking to invest in.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a multifamily expert to walk a property and take a look at it, walk around the neighborhood and say, man, I don't like these deals, or yeah, this looks nice. Yeah. I think that goes a long way.
How do you like trusting your gut and vibe?
Yeah.
You remember in the beginning, Adrian, you and I would always say, like, whether it was lending or equity, I've always said I like things that are gas, food, and lodging.
Yeah.
Right. Keep it simple, because if you really want to dumb it down, like where should I invest my money in real estate or what have you? When I say gas, food, and lodging, literally we were doing convenience stores and gas stations at the time. Food is food, like triple net, food things, and lodging being apartments, more than hotels. So hotels are a more complicated
right
business.
now hotels are doing great, but there are big swings.
They have a lot of volatility. But you think about it compared to like offices, we don't know what the future of office is going to be with AI. The future of retail is changing. Industrial is doing great because people are buying things more online. Like there's so much shifting. But the idea
you
of a
remember
roof
5 years ago, 6 years ago, storage was the darling.
Right.
Right. Have
Still
you heard
good.
it?
It's
It's
good,
still
but
good.
not- no,
But have you
multifamily,
heard? Everything gets its time in the sun.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is, where are we in a cycle? The population, are people moving here? When people move here, they don't have a job or they're getting a job. They need a place to live. They don't
a roof under your head.
That's
no matter
it.
what. No matter what.
They don't. It's not
AI,
about shopping.
Electric
or-
cars. You still need a roof under your head. So I'd stick with that.
And that's what's always felt comfortable about multifamily.
I think, and especially like when I say it's affordable and the market goes down, things don't change too much. When things go up, you don't get quite the swing. That's like
we
you
get
said.
more people when things go down. We get more people from nicer complexes come to ours because they're clean and safe and affordable.
Yeah.
And people want to save a little bit of money.
Yeah.
A lot of our tenants aren't waiting because they have $300,000 for a down payment of a home.
Right.
So there is a method to our madness.
Yeah, for sure. Adrian, that's like all I really got on my side. Any other pressing questions from your side?
No, that's it.
Okay. Wrap it
Thank
up.
you.
Hey, hope you enjoyed the episode. Hey, if you did, please hit like and subscribe to the button below. And remember, you can always submit your questions to investingonpurpose@gmail.com. I want to remind you that as we go through these episodes, that this is not investment advice. This is not an investment show. It's simply showing you how amazing entrepreneurs are using strategies to create outsized returns. Please use your best advice. Get professional help before making these decisions. And by the way, if you're interested in learning more about real estate or commercial real estate, feel free to jump onto my website, thrivefp.com, thrivefrankpeter.com. You can see more about the kind of deals we do, how we structure them, and I'm always open for questions. Remember, education and empowerment are the key to making wise investment decisions. Thank you.